how did it feel going up against somebody different after playing against each other for 7 straight practices this week?
It felt great, us being on the same side for once. We got to see different looks, play against different guys, different tendencies, so it was fun.
What's it like? Coach Daigneault said everybody just looks so comfortable out there. How do you feel comfort-wise with this group, and what's it like kind of as a team?
It's fun just because, we all gelled together basically the first time we played together, so it was fun, very competitive, and like I said, playing on the same team and not going against each other for the first time was good.
Cason, the way that you guys defended right out of the gates here, I think 13 steals, 10 blocks, ton of deflections. What happened over the last week or so that allowed you all to be in a place to do this tonight, to put that type of effort forward?
We put in a lot of work, in the summer about defense and being in help and being a good low man and bumping people out. But it also goes to how competitive we are at the same time. We don't want to get scored on, so that's what it takes. Yeah.
Tell me about the lefty driving layup. You didn't even bring the right hand back to the ball. That move looked a little familiar to me.
Yeah, I've done that a few times maybe. Nah, I mean, I couldn't. I almost fell out of bounds. So, just getting it up there how I can.
Just evaluate your sample, all the arm ball possessions you have, all the time, dribble drive, just everything they allowed you to do off the dribble.
What about it?
Just evaluate it.
I did all right. I could have made a few different plays out of different options. Missed hard on a lob. I feel like I could have thrown that one instead of throwing it to the wing. I still got a good look for a teammate, but it was good.
Having been in their position a year ago, kind of what did you see from Dylan and AJ in this game?
They got at it, yo. They got it. AJ, he was getting basically everything he wanted. Dylan, he was playing inside the system and getting good looks for himself too. So, but not just themselves. They were also making plays for others, crashing the glass, defense. So, I feel like they put together a good game.
Anything else? Thanks, Cason.
Thank you.
Cracked heads with each other for 7 practices.
Yeah.
You finally get a chance to play somebody else. How nice does that feel this time of year?
Feel real nice. I mean, not having to defend Chet every day, it was a little fresh of air, breath of air. So it was fun. I mean, just kind of getting out there, kind of the first real test together. So it was good. I mean, there's a lot of things we can work on, but I think it was a good first step.
The very first preseason game, and you guys had 34 assists, 15 turnovers. That's the type of cohesion. Just were you impressed by the way that you guys were able to be on point with each other on the offensive end for most of the night?
Yeah, I think we moved the ball really good. I think just playing off each other, kind of making each other's lives easier. I think that's the main thing, especially in the NBA. When you move the ball, move bodies, it makes your life a lot easier. So it was a good game of just sharing the ball, but then also keeping your turnovers low.
Can you tell me about that little no look pass to Caruso
Oh yeah,
on the baseline?
I was just hoping he was looking at that point because it was a little late. But I mean, he saw it, hit the shot. So I mean, you just gotta keep building off that. Just keep building on moving the ball, playing the right way.
Coach said that everyone just looked really comfortable out there, which is obviously a good sign that you want to see in training camp. For you in particular, what's been your comfort level so far, and how have you kind of gotten to this point so quickly with this group?
Things getting better every day. I mean, I feel like first of all, everyone's so unselfish. I think that's makes my life a lot easier. I mean, I'm always gonna play the right way, and I feel like everyone on our team is just trying to do whatever the team needs to win. There's no personal agendas. It's all just what can we do to win, and kind of what can we do to make each other's lives easier. And I think that's what makes it special when you have so much talent, but then everyone's selfless. So I think that's been really cool to see.
As you watch, what do you see from the rookies, AJ and Dylan? They're pretty confident out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking to Caruso about, is like how confident they were. I mean, they've been great. They've been great all training camp, and then now just going out there being confident. I mean, looking back to my my first preseason. It was a little bit more nerves than they probably had, but no, they've been good. I mean, they've been great all summer since I've been there, and just got to keep learning. I mean, I feel like there's just a great kind of chance for them to see maybe little details what we need to get better in. I mean, offensively they're really skilled, and then just keep getting better in those little details that make a big difference on a winning team.
What was it like playing with Chet in this game, and kind of what does his game open up for you?
It was fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I feel like just kind of giving him different options. I mean, I think we had a couple times he came off a handoff, kind of how played DHL together, and then defensively he can go contest, I can go contest, but then we also know that we're gonna get the rebound after. So I feel like, especially as bigs, if you don't have guys to help rebound, doesn't matter how many shots you contest. If you get a lot of offensive rebounds, it doesn't really mean much. And so having us both on the court, knowing I can go contest, Chet's gonna be behind me, or he can go contest, and he knows I'm gonna get the rebound. So it was a lot of fun. We just need to keep building on that, and then kind of let Mark decide how he wants to deploy that. So, but it was fun though.
Mark, you talked about kind of establishing system fundamentals. The first quarter, you got 22 points in the paint, and that was obviously a really great advantage for you all throughout the night. Is that kind of what you're talking about in terms of manufacturing ways to get downhill, and that being sort of a primary driver when you talk system fundamentals?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the fundamentals are just the parts that kind of build together to form good possessions and good games. I thought we had some really good moments tonight. I thought we had a lot of moments we could clean up. But all in all, it's a great starting point. You know, we get some film out there now that we can work with individual players and as a team, and we'll start that process tomorrow.
What about San Antonio's game tonight kind of helped you gather different information points about where this team is at right now?
They switched us quite a bit. So the switch attacks were some good, some where we could have improved. And then they always play with great pace. You know, they pitch it ahead and they test your transition defense. They move it side to side and test your ability to pursue, and they did that tonight. So again, we got some good film out there, and now we can learn from it and get a little better.
What element did you think that Hartenstein gave you in the high post as a playmaker?
Yeah, I mean, he was really good. I thought he had all the stuff going tonight. He's a really good outlet. He can catch it on rolls. As we saw, he can facilitate from, kind of the pinch post position. And then defensively, he shuts that thing down at the paint. Him and Chet out there, I thought was really encouraging on the defensive end of the floor. And so, good start. He looked comfortable out there. Everybody looked comfortable. That was encouraging because it's obviously early.
On the floor, Cason said, he kind of knows how those guys that finished the game were feeling. He had to work through some of those late game situations at this stage of the year last year. How good is that experience for those guys that were out there, Mitchell, Flagler, that group?
Yeah, I mean, the end of the game is a game within itself, and we want to be a team that handles those situations well. There's a lot we can learn from those situations tonight, but those guys, they could be in those situations at some point, and so good experience for them, but also good learning for everybody. We'll definitely be taking a look at those.
AJ finished as the leading scorer, Dylan Jones right behind him at 17. Can you just kind of speak to the boys of those two guys, rookies coming out and playing like that in their first match?
Yeah, the best part of those two guys tonight was they were really confident. They went out there and played, without any – they seemed to have clear heads, and we don't want to have them overthinking this early on, and I thought their confidence was really high. With that said, their execution was, a C, or whatever. It wasn't great, but nor should it be this early on. But, you saw two guys go out there and really compete and play with confidence and try to do the right thing, and that's all we can ask right now. And now it's a matter of them learning some of the things that they need to learn in order to really round out their game, but it's obviously very early.
You guys got a lot of deflections tonight. I assume that was like a theme of training camp as well. What does that kind of do for a defense when they're getting those passing lanes?
Yeah, we don't emphasize deflections as an outcome. It's more about our positioning and then our competitiveness. And when you're in the right spots and you're really competing, those things tend to happen. And so I thought we did that tonight. I thought our level of play was really pretty high. Both teams. I thought both teams really competed and played hard throughout, and so it was a good look for us.
Anybody else? Thank you.
All right, thank you.